Talofa and welcome to Fresh. My name is Jaiyah Saelua. In case you're wondering who that is, maybe you should ask Taika Waititi.
They said the best things in life are free, but that don't fly with the birds and bees. I got expenses and I got...
One thing about me is it's never stale. It's always F to the R to the ESH.
Today at Thoughtbreak Hotel, we're talking about red flags.
When it comes to relationships, situationships, and all the other ships.
Dubbing. Sammy, salmon.
Dubbing.
Stab it.
Dubbing.
Nappies.
Dubbing.
Stupid.
Yes.
Talofa, my name is Audrey English. I'm a singer and a songwriter, and I'm here on Young, Gifted, and Brown.
So 11 years old, I started playing soccer, and I'm none of your business years old now, and I'm still at it. My name is Jaiyah Saelua. I was born and raised in Tutuila Island in American Samoa. I'm the fourth child of Hugh and Catherine Saelua. While I was attending this private school in Patumufuti, we only had things like chess competition and science fair. As a part of the Football Federation of American Samoa's development program, they wanted to include private schools in the youth competitions. And so they reached out to our school, and the administration agreed to introduce a team. That was the first time that our school had any competitive sport. And it stuck with us because we realized that we were good. We took the championship title island-wide, and I was named the most valuable player. And I figured, you know, since I'm good, why not pursue it? Started playing for the national team when I was 14. So I'm pretty used to having the guys around. Just because I was different, it didn't matter to the boys. It's like playing with your siblings, pretty much. I think what was more important to the boys and to the coaching staff was that I was a good player. What was more important to them was what I could bring to the field and what I can do for the team. I was attending Hilo in Hawaii. I had received an email from the Football Federation that we're taking a team for the World Cup qualifiers and for the Pacific Games. I moved back home that year to represent my country on the soccer pitch again. And coincidentally, it was the same year that Archer's Mark, directors Steve Jameson and Mike Brett from London came to American Samoa to film Next Goal Wins.
I wish that I can go back and play against Australia, you know? You can't change anything on the internet. It's still gonna stay in the record for a long time. It's embarrassing, you know?
Just out of curiosity, these filmmakers wanted to capture what the reason was behind us as one of the worst teams in the world at the time. What was the reason we kept coming to represent American Samoa at these international competitions? The essence of it was for the love of the game. And I think that's what these filmmakers really wanted to capture through our story, was the lesson of just playing the sport and representing your country simply because you love the game. If I hadn't decided to take a break from school that year and just had not come to play for the World Cup qualifiers and the Pacific Games that year, I wouldn't have been in this documentary that is becoming a full-length feature film with Taika Waititi at the helm.
It's known as the beautiful game, but let's face it, it's a complicated game.
What we want is just one goal. One goal.
Come on, guys! We've worked too long and hard for this.
You've only been here a few days.
I was actually on set for about 2 weeks in Hawaii while they were filming just the soccer parts. I got to meet Kaimana.
Whiskey, beer, wine?
Yep, we got all those. Which one?
Whiskey, beer, and wine.
When we sat down and talked, She asked me so many questions about, my personal life and like how I feel about certain things, just so that she could get a feel of who the real Jaiyah is. That way she can portray me as genuine as possible. I didn't feel like it was right for me to play myself. Whitney didn't play Whitney, so. A lot of the feedback that I've been getting from my story being told in the world has been positive. There's a need for advocacy for inclusion of LGBTQI+ and SOGI representation. There's a lot of hidden talents that lie within the community, and a lot of times they don't want to pursue it because of the politics that surrounds our involvement in the sport, and so it becomes an issue for us. For me, as a trans Papafine woman, I could care less what gender pool that I play in, as long as I'm playing, because at the end of the day, it all comes down to the main reason why I play is because I love the sport. Next Goal Wins has a lot of lessons. You can learn about the love of the game. You can learn about the importance of community, respecting people who don't necessarily think or look or act the way you do. The story of my team is the story of the Samoan people.
Hello, Falava Fresh. My name is Antonio. I'm part of the All-In crew. Tonight, we're putting on a show 685 to the world. Follow me.
How about with your family back in the islands?
The show is about what's the difference between you as a Samoan-born and me as a New Zealand-born.
DJ wanted to come from the angle of being a plastic Samoan born in New Zealand, not being able to speak the language or know some of the protocols at different events.
If you don't know the Samoan language that well and good and you don't understand it, you're labelled as plastic. But if you've come from Samoa and you've come to New Zealand and you can't speak English that well, you're labelled as a fob. So you're bringing in those two things all at once, and then it just creates conflict.
You can't even speak the language. It's basically about the New Zealand-born and the Samoan-born trying to get together and be as one.
So the difference between both is they can speak, they can understand, they know the values and stuff. I'm still learning.
There's a lot of differences, but I think those are unique differences that we can embrace.
We should all be getting along, because what is the difference? We're all Samoan regardless, 10%, 100%.
Keep it fresh!
685 to the world means to me personally, our culture is everywhere. That's why our show has the tagline of 685 to the world.
Well, I'm 685 to the bone, but I'm still learning my roots.
I'm Hara 685.
Fakasi, half Māori, half Samoan. But for this show, I'm nothing but Samoan.
I'm Tongan. But it's the same thing in Tongan communities, and so this play looks at it in a humorous way, but definitely opens the doors for more conversations around how Samoan or how Tongan do you need to be, to fit in or to belong.
I use the parade scene as a sign of unity for our people coming together as one for good cause.
And I think at the end, the moral of the story is coming together. But if you don't know where you come from, how do you know where you're going?
I reckon keep a good balance with the boys and your partner. So when you have a breakup, it's not
you can still talk to your boys.
You don't need to go with the intention to open up. You can go to someone like, hey, let's hang out with a friend, whatever. Any of your friends.
Chelsea, put the headphones on. We're getting ready to go.
I'm about to win. I can promise you that.
Well, your ears are big enough, so we're about to find out. Play.
Blee.
Play.
Blah.
Play.
Blow. Blee, blah, blah.
Next.
Talofa lava and welcome back. Here's a little something to light up your morning.
I'm Chelsea.
Maloni, I'm Henry, and we're in the Niu
Niu
FM studio, and we're playing a bit of a game of Read My Lips. Chelsea, put the headphones on. We're getting ready to go.
I'm about to win. I can promise you that.
Well, your ears are big enough, so we're about to find out.
Get ready. The first word is...
Transporting. Wait. Oh.
Wait. Wayno.
Where do you go?
Wayno.
When to go?
Wayno.
When?
Wayno.
Willa.
Way. No.
Wait.
No.
No.
Way.
No. Wayno.
Yes. Dubbing.
Sammy. Salmon.
Dubbing.
Stab it.
Dubbing.
Nappies.
Dubbing.
Stupid.
Yes.
What's
FM.
FM. Hey.
What's your playlist?
What do you mean?
What's your playlist?
Your Vai just came out.
Fat Freddy's drop.
Favorite shop.
Fat Freddy's
Favorite drop.
Fat Freddy's drop. Bats.
No. That's all I can see.
Next word. Olivia Hawaii.
Hula. Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Olivia Hawaii.
Yeah. Butter the bread.
Butter and bread.
Butter the bread.
Butter bread. Butter bread.
Butter
the
bread.
Bed. Okay, the first word. Ad-lib. Ad-lib.
Adlib.
Ad-lib.
Asilip.
That is, first of all, not a word. Ad-lib.
Adlippy.
Ad-lib.
Adlib.
Yes! Play my song.
Baby dog.
Play my song.
Peepee toe.
Play my song.
Peep my toe.
Play. Play.
Blee.
Play.
Blah.
Play.
Blow. Blee blah blah.
Next. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yes. Brown skin
Brown
girl.
skin girl.
Yes. Analog. Analog.
Analog.
Audio engineer.
Huh?
Audio engineer.
Something engineer?
Audio.
Audio.
Next.
Engineer.
No, too late, you missed out. We are live. Next. We are live.
We are live.
Bandwidth.
Bandswell.
Loser.
Pills.
3 houses down.
Am I doing good?
No. 3 houses down.
3 houses down.
Yes. Gyro local.
Ciao local.
Yes. Q.
Q.
Aradna.
Arena.
Can you hear me? Because I feel like you're cheating.
And the winner is... Chelsea.
Yay!
How much did she win by is the real question.
She won. That's what it matters.
The real winner here is
And I wasn't
the
even
Lord.
meant to be here today.
The Lord
okay?
is the real winner.
You know what that reminds me of? What you're doing right now?
What?
My ex. She was like, oh, hey, I just want to be friends. Like, she said it to my face.
Yeah.
And then I remember thinking, like, please. Like, take me back. Talofa, kia ora, and welcome to Ask Torrel and Ulsgang. Today's all about owning your feels when it comes to them breakup blues.
Today at Daybreak Hotel, we're talking about red flags.
When it comes to relationships, situationships, and all the other ships.
And how you can navigate through this little thing we call love.
And who better to lead today's Talanoa other than 2 of New Zealand's finest bachelors. Do you think, like, after a breakup, some people might think it might be like butterflies and everything, or they might think it's the end of the world?
It's gonna be like a roller coaster.
Yeah?
Life's like a box of chocolates, you know? Never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, true. That's right, bro. Shot Forrest. Every emotion under the sun, you'll feel it, because obviously you felt this deep love for this other person, but when that all comes crumbling down, you're mad, you're thinking what's going on, you're thinking about all the, you know, the worst things, but that's just like, it's a part of it. It's normal. We all go through it. I've been through it. Have you been through it?
Yeah, been through it.
Yeah. After a breakup, you have to get out. You have to talk to people. You have to, like, get out of the house. But it's those moments when you're alone, that's when the doubt kicks in, because you're just thinking to yourself, yeah.
I felt like that before, you know, when you, like, lose yourself.
You go through your hippie phase. You go through your, like, clubbing phase, trying new things out, like, you know, you try to be a DJ. Yeah, I've done all this stuff. Something to kill time, because you normally spend that time with her. Hey, facts.
Yeah, I had a mate, you know, I comforted him, and to be honest, I was like the first time I actually, like, went and hugged my bro, like, hey, bro, it's gonna be okay, like, because you're never really like that with your bros, you're always joking.
I reckon keep a good balance with the boys and your partner. So when you have a breakup, It's not
Yeah, you can still talk to your boys.
You don't need to go with the intention to open up. You can go to someone like, oh, hey, let's hang out with a friend, whatever. Any of your friends, hang out, and then like if you feel comfortable opening up on the day, open up. But if not, wait for another day, wait for another friend. Because the most important part is not to keep it inside, you know?
Because I know a lot of people like feel embarrassed to like bring it up to their mates and like.
But it's not embarrassing. It's just like a part of life.
What do you do when you feel like jealous?
If someone moved on so quickly, that kind of like means that you were maybe not that special, and that could hurt heaps.
Yeah.
You know, if someone introduces you to a spot, and then you go there with your new person, like you can't. That's off limit. This is my restaurant.
This is my restaurant. My dad owns it. No.
Own the feels. What does that mean to you? What does that sentence mean?
Not feeling not feeling embarrassed. It's okay to feel loneliness, embarrassment, jealousy, and anger.
If you bubble up, it's bad. Yeah. It's bad for you, it's bad for your ex. Own the feels to me means just understanding, like, I feel a certain way and I should deal with it instead of trying to hide it. And that's what I think owning the feels means. Yeah. You don't want to take yourself to a bad place, because...
And you don't want it for your ex, you know, cause harm to her or...
Yeah, true. But, like, a lot of people think it's the end of the world, but it could be both, because one, you're sad, you're lonely.
Yeah.
But two, it also gives the opportunity to, like, find new friends, meet new people.
Yeah, there's heaps of sharks in the sea or something, whatever they say.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, and I hope you learned a little something from our Talanoa today.
Tune in next week for the next part of the Own the Field series. But...
The music came way later. I was here for a reunion in Samoa with all of our family, and it was like after that summer that I first started to sound decent. Talofa. My name is Audrey English. I'm a singer and a songwriter, and I'm here on Young, Gifted, and Brown. I was born in American Samoa, and I was mostly raised in Guam, so spent most of my childhood there. Spent a few years in Texas after that, and went back to Guam for high school through to some of my college. The music came way later. I was here for a reunion in Samoa with all of our family, and it was like after that summer that I first started to sound decent. Was first able to sing, and my mom noticed that, oh, like she actually sounds pretty good, so she decided to start putting me into vocal lessons. And I've always been doing vocal lessons since then. I've had different teachers and different techniques, things that I favor or I found more, success from. I enjoyed writing as well, which ended up helping me a lot. I just knew I had to learn how to songwrite. I knew I had to learn how to record myself. So it was just a self-taught kind of thing, and I was already interested in it.
I can't make you happy. Maybe she can make you happy.
I love sad songs. I think as a listener, I resonate with sad music so much, and I think like when an artist is able to talk about something we've all been through, but they come from a mindset that I haven't, thought of, I'm just floored, and I'm amazed, and I want to be that kind of artist too. I want my music to just resonate with people. When I began singing, songwriting just came hand in hand. I knew I had to learn it, so that's why I started writing. So my biggest highlight was being able to perform with Jason Mraz when he was in Vegas.
Please welcome back to the stage our beautiful guest tonight, Miss Audrey English.
We had heard that he was gonna be in Vegas for a show. It was very last minute. My mom, she's my manager, so she reached out to the event. I went in last minute and I sang a few songs, and they're like, okay, yeah, we'll fit you in to be his opener for the show. He asked me if I would sing a duet as well, like during his set. So we sang Lucky together in the middle of his show, which was so magical. I was kind of nervous, but once I got on the stage, his audience is so loving, and I just felt like I didn't even have to do anything yet, and they were already accepting me, so that comforted me. My involvement with Sync, it started kind of early on. I recorded my first YouTube video, which was a cover of Autumn.
Autumn leaves.
Edited it myself on GarageBand, and 2 weeks later we heard from a production company that wanted to use it for a TV show called Fortitude in the UK. And that's where I really started to dive into the Sync world and making music for Sync. Lean On Me was one of the syncs that we made. America's Got Talent has used that song pretty frequently, especially for the golden buzzer moments, which have been really touching. Every time I watch the clips, you know, and I just see these amazing talents and the emotion and it hits the golden buzzer and everyone's crying and hugging and stuff. Like I just feel like that's so touching, and I'm really honored that they keep choosing to use my song for such a special moment. I think love is so easy to write about because there's so much to say, and we've all been through it and we all have very unique experiences, but it's extremely relatable. Like I said, I think in the way that you deliver that, that's what makes it really unique. I find it magical that you can write something. I can have something in my mind that I'm referring to, but you might listen to it and you completely have a different association to what I'm talking about. You apply it to your life. So I think I just resonate the most with writing love songs because there's so much to say.
I hope you enjoyed your stay with me here in beautiful Samoa. Don't forget to check out Next Go Wins, coming out in theaters this November. Tafa soifua.
Volumina, we are VT1s and welcome to Fresh. So VT1s is inspired by our why. We believe that we will take PG music to the world, and we want to be the first ones. Who else will do it if not us?